Tell me that you will hear somebody like Charlie Kirk talk like this. Just roll the clip.
That's your question?
At $21. There's this guy called Officer Tatum, a.k.a. Officer Palma. You should watch his 30 minutes crash the Nick Fuentes ex Tucker Carlson interview. Lol, and his comments are filled with Zions who despise you.
Why would I?
Hold on a second. I put this on my life. He would never say this in my face.
That's probably true.
You want to bet me? I will upload it on Instagram for you guys. If he would ever come and get in my face and say what he about to say on this thing, he would never do it. He will come when he approaches me, which he never would. He would be trying to be my friend and be nice to me, just like all these other fools that I catch in public, and they go, "Oh, Tatum," what do he say? Roll it.
An idiot. Hey man, Tucker, some. Hey man,
we shouldn't blur it. I want people to hear what he's saying.
Brandon Tatum is an idiot. Dumbest person I've ever heard. He should get an education. Officer Tatum should get an education. He should learn how to read.
And maybe he got the reading part right. But everything else he said is crazy. He said the N-word. He said all kind of other stuff in his speech. We were trying to block it so they don't ban us. But that's what he really said. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do on one of my other platforms that we don't get canceled on? I'm going to play the raw clip of it.
I mean, they just play it on YouTube. Nick Fuentes is blowing up. His stuff's been all over YouTube. And same with woman propaganda, Myron Gaines. I'm not saying to be cussing for the sake of cussing, but let's talk about Nick for a second. The whole world's coming after Nick. It's almost like Israel put some stuff out in the ethers, and right-wing conservatism, the people that claim to be, MAGA, Make America Great Again first, which I don't think any of us assumed Ben Shapiro was a MAGA guy. We always knew he was an Israel dude. They're all collectively coming after Nick. And I like Officer Tatum. He seems like a good dude. Some of his takes, I'm like, meh. But his heart's in the right place. But he has been shilling for Israel, like, a lot. So Nick's probably addressed that, and he wasn't happy about that.
Maybe on my Instagram or something, I'll play the raw clip. Y'all go to my Instagram and find it, the raw clip of it, where he's saying the N-word and acting a fool. But we got a whole bunch of other clips. Let's roll clip 402.
402, yo.
And this is a few clips I have. There's probably 400,000.
All right, one thing that I don't like is when we do the clip game. This is what the left does. B. Tatum, you're a big boy. Have him on. Have him on in person. Nick is a very good orator, better than me, obviously. Have him on. Debate him. Talk about it. He's probably not going to drop the N-word on you, but he might have some points that maybe turn you around.
The clips of this fool just being a nut job. And Tucker brings him on, and people don't know this side of him, right? He go on PBD podcasts. He go on people's podcasts, and they go, But then people don't know that this is the other stuff he's saying on his own platform. Roll the clip.
Hey, I'm a stone cold white nationalist, and I love Hitler, and I don't want Indians here, and I'm not a Democrat, okay? And I'm not woke, and I'm not liberal.
All right.
So why are we pausing that? Why are we pausing that with no setup? Give him 10 seconds to speak. He's clearly got a goofy smirk on his face. Like, it's hard to take it as satire. I know we have to demonize hate speech, but come on, like, we're not even trying here, B. Tatum.
And let me preface it too, because I don't want nobody saying, Brandon, you took that out of context. I watched the entire video. He goes on to act like, oh, we can't talk like this. We can't talk like this because it's bad. So he's doing that superfluously. So there's no additional context to what he said. Let's roll clip 403. Roll it.
It's like, lady, didn't your husband just get his face blown off like 2 seconds ago? And not to be insensitive about it, but everyone's thinking it. No one wants to no one wants to say it. Everyone's thinking it. Everyone was thinking it when she gave the first speech. Everyone was definitely thinking it at the memorial. Nobody wants to say it because it's inappropriate. It's insensitive. I am the troll, right? So I'll be the one to say it. I think it's super inappropriate. I think it's inappropriate. I think it's weird. It's bizarre. Something is off there, and I don't like it. But they're doing the Super Bowl commentators with the headsets on, doing a media table. They're selling merch, registering voters. They got pyrotechnics. Is this WrestleMania or is this a funeral? Like, what are we doing here? And then the day after the funeral, I'm getting 500 texts and emails. Erica Kirk here. I miss him. Every time I blink, every beat of my heart. Make sure to donate $5, $15, $25. It's like, okay. Then they're doing a show. Did you see the show today? And so prescient. I said it last night. I said, I'm getting like a fake vibe. I'm not, something's off there. And people say, well, everybody grieves differently. Yeah, I don't know how much mileage we can get out of that one anymore. Something's not right there. Very bizarre, weird vibe there.
I agree with Nick on 2 points. He said, everybody does grieve differently. That's a fact. Some people will hide their grief with humor, laugh, smile, whatever. That's true. But at the same time, something does seem a little off. And that's coming from me, a huge Charlie Kirk supporter. I mean, massive. So my assumption is that Charlie Kirk was assassinated by a left-wing lunatic that didn't like his stance on trans issues. I'm going to go with Occam's razor approach on that. That's just what I think happened. I don't think there's this grand scheme to make a bunch of money, but I do think people within Turning Point are probably propping Erica up for donations to try to keep this thing churning because they just lost the man. Let's hear what B. Tatum has to say about this.
And did you see the show? Erica hosted the Charlie Kirk show this afternoon, and she's like, she looks like she's over the moon. She's happy as a clam.
Now, think about if this was Charlie was alive somehow. He came back from the dead. What do you think he'll feel about a man talking about his wife like this? I just want us to put this in perspective. You know, the guy can entertain and all this stuff, but bro, you disrespecting a man's wife though. You ain't just asking, you disrespecting the way she's grieving the loss of her husband. You out here saying that she's fake. It's weird vibe. What's weird about it? You think she's fake? You think she's lying? You think she don't really love her husband? Bro, that's disrespectful to somebody's wife. That's why I'm mad because, see, I'm not fake like the rest of these people. Like, I really respected Charlie Kirk enough to be like, dude, it offends me when somebody's coming after his wife.
I agree with the little nuanced take, but it is a little weird, B. Tatum. It's a little weird what's happening. They should not be jumping down people's throat for merch. That's coming from a guy who did buy a shirt for myself and my wife. So again, big Charlie Kirk supporters, but something does seem a little off. Anyway, if you made it this far, you're a real one. I'll catch you next time.